Back with you here on the Twin Cities Film Fest red carpet, the Minnesota Shorts Showcase. We're winding down here, but we still have amazing films to talk about. And so this one, Teacher's Lounge, and it has a lot to do with this guy sitting next to me, Josh. And Josh Mers, right? Yep. I'm saying this right. Names are important, you guys. So Josh Mers, a name that you should know and need to know. But Teacher's Lounge, can you give us just that little brief synopsis before we continue on here?
Yeah, so it's kind of like just like trying to answer like the lifelong question of what happens in a teacher's lounge, like, because that was, for me, it was always like the door closes and you're like, all right, what are they doing in there? And it's probably not this, but like it gets murdery and wild. That's kind of like what I got, yeah.
So for you, what was kind of maybe some of those reasons? Why did you want to partake in this film? Why did you want this to see the screen?
Well, yeah, firstly is like I was watching that show Vice Principals, and there was like a teacher's lounge scene, and I just like thought like I was like teacher's lounge would be a great title for a movie. So it all starts there, and then I got together with my friend John Karsko, who wrote the movie with me, and we were just like, all right, we got the title. That's the first place to start. Like, what's the story? And we really just kind of start jamming on it for like a couple weeks, and then eventually it gets like really wild. Like we have like a big cast for a short, and we're thinking like, oh, we'll do it in one location, but that turns into chaos because now like you have to shoot every shot in this one location, jumping around with 10 different characters, and it's just like madness. So it starts as like this will be an easy thing to do, and then turns into like this is difficult, like everything else. Yeah.
Filmmaking has a way of doing that, so I can see that. But for you, what was something maybe kind of one of those memorable moments on set? Was there any moment that maybe an actor did something that you were really happy about that you weren't expecting?
Yeah, I mean, kind of the whole way through, like, like we made this movie in a very interesting way, which is like there's no coverage in the movie. Like it's literally like we were just, since we had like in the room there's 8 people, and just dealing with everyone's schedules and like how to get around that was like a very daunting task. And we're just like, all right, we're gonna shoot this one part from the end of the movie, and the next shot is a shot from the beginning of the movie. So it was like really hard to like just keep a gauge on that, but just like I don't know, kind of made it great because we got to focus on each moment individually, and all the actors just brought like amazing stuff to it, and like just like the way they acted it like just like surpassed what our intention was and what the writing was. And it was like honestly like the whole movie was just like us we'd watch the shot like get framed, and we're like, oh, this is amazing. Like we just loved the way every shot we were just like, this is perfect, we don't have to adjust this. And then we'd like do a couple takes and we're like, that's it, move on. So it's kind of the whole thing. Yeah.
Which is exciting when you do have that with a film, when you're able to move forward and not have some of that time wasted sometimes on set. But when you're looking at your film and now kind of on the other side of it, what are you maybe most proud of that happened in this film that maybe you're looking to bring to a next film that you're going to do?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I think just the most proud part is that it all works. Just the way we shot for 3 days, like in a room, doing it that crazy style. And I'm like, I edited the movie too, and I come at this kind of from an editing point of view. So I'm just like, we storyboarded the whole thing, which I had never really done before. And so it was a complete leap of faith, and we're cutting shots and we're cutting lines like constantly. And so, by getting into that room, I'm like, I think this is going to work, but I have no clue really. And the fact that it does, and the fact that it works as well as it does, and it doesn't feel to me like there's a ton of continuity errors or like lighting differences, even though we're lighting and relighting shots in the same scene at all times. I'm just really proud that it works.
As you should be. A great film, and so glad that you're able to be here with us on the Twin Cities Film Fest red carpet to help promote this film, because that's something that's really important as a filmmaker. How can you push your work? And when you do great work like you did here, we're glad to showcase it. So fun to be a part of this. But thanks for being here with me.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for having me.
Well, this is just almost our last one. We thought it was, so one more filmmaker coming up for you next.